Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. We slept the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning, Bleaties. Or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, wherever you are. I'm EP Sheepy. I'm Orencia Petronella Sheepy. And I am back with my 2 brain cells for another day of Paranormal Sight. Yesterday was a lot more chill in Paranormal Sight than some of the previous streams. I was so prepared, Bleaties. I was so ready, for it to be more jump scares, more extreme on edge discomfort. And there were definitely times where I was very much on edge and was kind of half expecting these things to happen, for there to be jump scares or unwelcome surprises because the music went totally silent, or it was just really dark, or I had a 360 view but there was nothing around me. Yeah, I do feel like the previous happenings kind of set me up for scary things, but then the scary things kind of didn't manifest. But I've come to the conclusion, Bleaties. I've come to the conclusion. I don't really like any of the people in this game. That are curse wielders. They're all driven by weird motivations, and some of them are more understandable than others. And I know that the whole point is people in desperate situations will go after things that are not necessarily good for them just because they're desperate, right? But the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, nah. No, actually, I think a lot of these people are they need therapy. They don't need a rite of resurrection. They need therapy. They need a good therapist, 8 solid hours of sleep for at least 1 month, and then they'll be right as rain. Bleaties. So I'm hoping that maybe if they get through this alive and they don't like die, hopefully then they will realize that, like, yeah, the rite of resurrection is kind of a crock of shit, isn't it? Kind of a crock of shit. So I hope that they overcome it. A lot of people need therapy, but they won't admit it because insert excuses that only makes them look worse. Absolutely alien. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, there's a lot of people who feel like they don't need therapy, but I'll be honest. Of the people that I've encountered in my lifetime, and in my life, I spent a lot of time in like service roles, in people facing jobs, right? I can confidently say that my experience has led me to fully accept and embrace that when people say they don't need therapy or they don't need help, those are the people that most need it. Those are the people that most need it. I really feel that when people, the people who are too eager to acknowledge needing therapy are either oversharers, which they can be. They're either oversharers or they're kind of just a bit on the melodramatic side, right? I think it's good that people talk about mental health and well-being more openly these days, but there are still degrees. There are still degrees to which it can get a little bit overly personal, There are still degrees to which it's a bit overly personal. I think, yeah, it tends to be the people that don't look for the help, the people that think they don't need it or are too afraid for the judgment, are the ones who need it the most and would gain the most benefit from it. And I wish only good things for those people. I hope that they get the help they need. And that goes for the people in Honjo as well. I hope that these people realize through their follies, through these monkey paw wishes that are gonna definitely backfire. We already saw it happen to Shogo. That this is not a good idea, and maybe we can find ways to heal in life, without the use of curses. I think that's a terrible idea. Get overly personal is my advice. Don't ask them to talk. A lot of it is personal. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I think it's not so much like about asking people to talk. It's more that I think it should be, people should feel that they can seek the help they need without being judged for it. For some people, that means just having a chat with a friend. For others, it means finding a professional. There's degrees, right? It's a spectrum. And that's okay. But if it's someone that you're just like meeting on the street for the first time in your life, I don't know, maybe you're waiting for a bus. I had this happen to me a lot. I think EP has one of those faces. EP has one of those faces that if I'm on a bus stop and I'm waiting for a bus, people will just talk to me. People will just talk to me. I must look very unthreatening. Because I get talked to a lot when I'm waiting for buses. And they'll just come out with like the most out of left field things. And in fact, one time it was a bus driver themselves, like, who was just about to start their shift. And as they were unlocking the bus and they were like, yeah, you know, get on the bus, I was like, you know, just saying my bits. Thank you for the headband, Malvenja. Thank you. Great to see you. You know, just being polite, like, oh, you know, thanks very much. Have a great day. And then he just immediately, I was the only passenger on the bus, by the way, so no one can bear witness to this. He just suddenly started blurting out how, like, it'll never be a great day until his wife comes back with the kids, but that's never going to happen because all of these reasons. And I was like, damn, I was not ready for that. Damn, I was not ready for that. But I'm the kind of person that just, like, takes it in their stride. But some people might not. You know, some people might not. But I take it in my stride. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to let people vent at me, and it's water off a duck's back, you know? Like, I'm happy to try and cheer people up, or just offer a few words of solace, or just be kind of a void for someone to scream at, right? And for that bus driver, that was me that day, you know? But yeah, I'm the person that people get overly personal with at the bus stop. Anyway, bleeties, we are back. We're back, and yeah, I think the people of Honjo need good sleep, maybe a couple of appointments with a therapist, and just maybe some hobbies, maybe something to, like, get them back to having fun, you know? Alcohol, folks never want to listen, and when they do, it's too late. Sometimes that can be the case. I mean, certainly in the UK, we have issues with, like, the NHS at the moment. What matters is that you find a way to cope that is best for you. You know you better than anyone else. You know you better than anyone else. And if you think that you found the best way for you, you do that. I mean, I think, like, these people in Honjo, I don't think they found the best way for them. I think that they're just desperate. And at this moment in time, it seems like the best way, and they're not realizing the repercussions, right? So I hope that they realize that something that kills people, like wielding something that actively kills people to further your own ends, is probably not going to amount to a positive outcome. It's probably not going to amount to a positive outcome. So it's time to continue, and I guess, bleeties, I need to teleport us in. I guess I need to teleport us in. So, ahem. Oh, magic circle, my secrets you'll never know. Ask me if you want, but I'll never let them go. Boo! Ta-da! We made it! Okay. Hopefully you should be able to hear that. If the audio is wacky, if the music is too loud, please do let me know. Because the only indication I have is, well, it's you guys. The only information I have, Bleaties, is you guys. So if the music is too loud, tell me, okay? Tell me, because I don't know. So, reminder time. We've just finished Harue's thread for now. For now, okay? And we are back to Tetsuo, our man here, our paranormal investigator, DI. And he has taken up the job of collecting people's stones. He's decided he's going to take the curse stones off everyone, and he's going to hold on to them himself, right? So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And right now, he's starting to feel the effects. We have 2 stones so far, which means there's at least 5 more to go. Hey, no money, thank you! See, I told you I'd wear a bow tie. I told you, I'm glad you like it. Welcome back. I wore it just for you. Hey, Bleaties, what do you think of my tie? What do you think of my tie? I look cute, right? I look cute. Today I'm a cute baby. I'm a cute wah cry baby. I mean, I think I look quite cute and quite dapper. Ahaha. Personal opinion and all. It's subjective. But yeah, so Tetsuo is here. He's collecting the stones. They're making him feel feelings of immense wrath. But he reckons that after being through divorce and losing his daughter and having no idea where she is, he's already seen the most resentful emotions that anyone can possibly feel. So he thinks that he's relatively strong against the urge of those stones. So we're now back with him after finishing Harue's current line. We're time skipping all over the place. We're time skipping all over the place. Again, if the audio is wacky, let me know, Bleaties. Let me know. Well, with this, we'll have visited every place connected to the 7 mysteries. This is the spot, huh? And we got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looks suspect from top to bottom. Yes, it's still Joey Wheeler and Joey Wheeler Sr. I will not be taking complaints. I will not be accepting suggestions. I have begun, and I am committed. I am committed. Maybe we came here at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bearers around. Sounds like we'll need to do another round before the morning comes then. Kissy kissy mwah mwah. Yes, I'm still carrying on the kissy kissy mwah mwah whenever anyone makes a pouty face. Kissy kissy mwah mwah. If anybody wants to compile or like make a clip compilation of just every time I kissy kissy mwah mwah with the faces, you go nuts. I welcome it. I'd welcome it. I'd find it just as funny. Or maybe someone's been observing our movements. What? No way! It's just a thought. Either way, we should check out this last place. Well, that's how we finally get a lead. Yeah, there's no music. There's no music right now, which, makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. Pop, pop, pop. I guess we're going to Kinshibori Park. We don't have any other choice. We don't have any other choice. Oh. Oh, shit. We found another... Oh. Bleaties. Bleaties, this was us, wasn't it? Wasn't this Shogo? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell is this? Is he dead? Damn it. We were too late. Was this a curse too? Hang on. I'm gonna call this in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. I'm pretty sure that's Shogo, Bleaties. Yeah, this was us. This was us, Bleaties. Remember? From the prologue. From the prologue, this was us. Boss, bad news. What is it? And then the mysterious death was just reported in the area just now. The medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. Ugh, that's bad news. So they got someone else. Yeah, but who? Who, Bleaties? Who's your money on? I wonder if it's the girl. Do you think it's that girl? The girl that wants to bring Hokusai back, maybe? Or maybe it's the girl that he was, like, trying to save. Maybe she accidentally killed him. Oh, maybe it was Shogo's sweetheart. Do you think this is work of a curse bearer? With suspicious deaths popping up one after another, we have to assume it is. Shit. No, I guess we'll be stuck waiting around for a while. I guess we will. I can't seem to look at him. Oh? Boss, the phone is ringing. The phone is... Is there anyone else in the area? Is there anything else around? Just the light. It's a lot darker here than it was last time. When we were here at Shogo, it was dark, but it wasn't this dark. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I checked the surroundings earlier. There were no signs of the curse bearer or any cursed echoes. The ringing phone's the only sound cutting through the quiet park. Well, I guess then we need to answer the phone. What are the odds? Is there like a well somewhere nearby? Because if there's a well nearby, I'm just gonna 180 and leave. I'm leaving! I'm not having no crazy Sudako bitch chasing me home just to haunt me. Alright, let's just answer. Well, we better go check it out. You're right, but be careful. It could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go on now. Damn it. I mean, he kind of invited that, didn't he? He's been telling us all this time how strong he is, how resistant he is to the curses. Hello? Kinshibori Park phone booth. Evening, Detective Tsutsumi. How are things looking out there? Why do I sound like Bane? I don't know. Do you know what? My voices are all over the place at the moment. We're just taking what we get. Who's this? You finally got him. The real deal. Detective Tetsuo Tatsumi himself. Oh, wait. That's Chief Inspector Tatsumi now, isn't it? You've come a long way since we last met. Oh. Oh, is this the murderer from 20 years ago? This might be the murderer from 20 years ago, guys. I asked you to identify yourself. Man, have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together. What a time that was. As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround. Wait, is this Fumichika Nejima? What? Did you say Fumichika Nejima? Like the one from the Nejima murders? Ding, 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 you got it. I had a feeling that the great Tsutsumi would remember me. I spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. You should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. That it did. It did. I've repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. You really do sound like Bane! I guess it comes with being English! Blame Tom Hardy. This is all Tom Hardy's fault. God damn you, Tom Hardy. Why'd you have to be British, bro? Because now anybody trying to do an overly sinister, deep voice that's very, very British just sounds like Bane. Oh no. Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. What? If this is the real Fumichika Nejima, he must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. So is this payback? Damn it. So, I don't think how he found me matters so much as what is the point of all this. Don't you agree, Bleaties? What is your goal? Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, I've seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. Even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. Well, that's very nice. Keep it up. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. Do you get what I'm saying? No thanks. I don't need anything. No need to do that for me. Just try and live a quiet life. Okay, Tetsuo, I've got some bad news for you. Bleaties, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, bweh. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I think maybe he's already murdered someone and cut them into bits and left them somewhere for the detective to find. Oh, it's no hassle at all. It would be all too easy just to kill you, to tear you apart. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. It's a long time to nurture a grudge. You fucking bet it is. I let it gnaw at me, grow inside of me. I thought of nothing else. All that time I played model prisoner, endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. And I did it all for you, Tsutsumi. So please, just accept my deepest, most sincere feelings. Sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. It would be funnier if I muffled my voice. So it actually sounds like I'm wearing a face mask. Oh. To be honest, it should be muffled because he's on the phone, isn't it? It's not like you can hear it right next to your head. You can't hear it right next to his head. Shut the fuck up. That attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. So I guess maybe I should ask him how he found me. Maybe that's actually important. How did you know where I am? That's my favorite part! The sound of confusion in your voice. It's to die for! This is delicious. I can't get enough. I'm not telling you shit. Have fun racking your tiny little brain for it. Okay, so I guess we just carry on with the what's your goal then. He's not telling me shit, Bleaties. He's not telling me shit. What are you planning? That didn't come out like with the right voice. at all. That was very much a, what are you buying kind of a voice. No, 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 no. We're not playing Resident Evil. Ahem. What are you planning? Thank you for the hydrate. Do you know what? I did end up changing my water today. Today I'm on peach. I decided to mix things up with some peach sparkling water. Ah, sippy sippy. Yum, thank you, thank you. You legit said that. You did. You did. What are you buying? Exactly. That's exactly what it sounds like. What are you selling? I mean, goodness me. Let me just put myself back in the shoes. That's What would Leon be selling? What would Leon be selling? His expertise in inventory arrangement. Lessons start at 50 bucks a minute because he's a pro. His action figure. He's selling his action figure. Aw. I would love to have a Leon figure. I don't know where I'd put it. But hey ho. He has his own merchandise. He does. He does. Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. His DVD commentary, yes, his DVD commentary. So down for that. Have you ever watched the Resident Evil movies? And I don't mean the ones with Mia Jovovich in, okay? Because the Resident Evil movies with Mia Jovovich in are like so bad, they're good. The only actually good one was the first one, but the rest of them are just so terrible, they're kind of art at this point. But the CGI animated Resident Evil films, because if you haven't, holy shit, they're a work of art. Watch them. They're so... At times, they're just so outlandishly funny. Please, if you haven't, do. Worth it. Totally worth it. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. You see, this time I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair and begging for mercy. I don't think that's gonna happen. Kissy kissy bweh. Ugh. Oh no. I'm so sorry, dear Najima. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. Wah. Shut the fuck up. This is exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much. Nah. It was worth a shot. Did you really think that would sate me? Asshole. You must be crazy. Well then, we're both crazy. We got so much in common, we should be friends. Enjoy cracking your jokes while you still can. I'm going to kill everyone you care about. One by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. Boss? What about me? Oh, wait. Are you just trying to protect me? Oh no. Oh no, Bleaties. This feels like foreshadowing. This sentence right here. This sentence right here is loaded with shit is about to go down. There's not a single person you care about. I wonder what your sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh no, he hit the weak point for massive damage! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Don't you fucking dare. I'm warning you. Oh Oh, very nice. This is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all. Such a good girl. Oh my. Don't tell me that she just happens to live in Honjo. Oh no. Wait. Wait, his daughter isn't the art student, is she? Is his daughter the one that wants to bring Hokusai back? Holy fuck. That's the only girl I can think of that would tie in with, like, the right age. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. That's bad. That's real bad. She's already killing people. Hey, Space! Great to see you! Hope you're having a wonderful day! Good to have you back! I'm extra dapper with my bow tie and my dummy today. Shit's about to go down because the serial killer, Neijima, has just found out that we give a shit about someone. It would be funny if he was doing commentary as Leon, look at that hair, not a single strand out of place. And I just got thrown a concrete wall by a tyrant. Honestly, Hair Gel, the real hero of this movie, because I know for a fact the government ain't paying me enough for the rest of this shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the realest Leon Kennedy ever. That is the realest Leon Kennedy ever. Bro does not get paid enough. Bro does not get paid enough. The shit that he puts up with, holy fuck. And then babysitting on top of it? Damn. Look, no, forget it. This isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna make you pay. Oh, I love it. Keep going. I want to hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you. I guess we have to carry on down this line because we still can't get shit about how he found us. I look forward to chopping up your precious daughter. It'll be just like old times. I won't let that happen. Yeah, so how did you find me? I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, I have the one-sided read. Oh, do we still have information about that? The one-sided read. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. An infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo who fell for a woman named Okama. Tomezo persistently chased Okama, attempting to win her over, but she rejected him every time. So enraged by her indifference, he brought a dagger to a canal and attacked her. Wow, this guy's just a psycho. Woman says no, so I fucking murder her. He cut the arm and leg off of one side of her body and threw them into the canal. And ever since, the reeds growing along that canal only sprout leaves on one side. Oh, so he knows now what that means. Tsutsumi, you have the evergreen beach, no? Neijima, you're a curse bearer. You're using the power of the curse? Indeed, and what a peculiar curse it is. But that's where my hint ends. God damn it. The curse echo couldn't have fallen into worse hands. I mean, what's to say he didn't have that one the whole time? I feel like he had it the whole time. So what's your goal, dude, besides murdering more people? One thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. I thought you were finally gonna shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. So the scene where Leon first meets Ada Wong. Oh great, this scene. Notice how my heart rate spikes? That's not the bioweapons. It's the standard Ada excitement tax. Look at her, casually dropping from the ceiling in a formal dress when I'm covered in sewage. She slides me a flash drive, gives me a look, vanishes into thin air. Did I look for her? Of course I did. Did I find her? No. Just smoke bomb and an empty feeling in my wallet. Classic Tuesday. Absolutely. That would be perfect. Perfect. Sassy dub sheepiest waffle. Thank you so much. I sound like Bane. I sound like Bane. It's the British person debuff. I swear to God. If you want to sound evil and sinister, you just end up sounding like Bane. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you get bored. Nah, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. But this is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm going to kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last person living here. You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get 100 people or so. And it'll be all your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic. It must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you could pull off a curse that strong. Unfortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is a particularly strong one, which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me. You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? Then how about I kill you myself first and ruin all your fun? What about that, asshole? Idiot, do you think I'd call it off because you were dead? There's no running away for you. I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Najima. You've got 12 hours. Do you really think your paltry little organization will be able to put a dent in my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid.
Thank you for the sippy, Mel. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, these voices are the kind of voices that are going to make me sound like a 60-a-day dock worker. For sure. Whew. Man, considering it's EP birthday stream coming up quite soon, right? EP's doing a lot to fuck up her throat in advance of the karaoke. Whoa. Whoa. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and murders of chance, let's face the music and dance. Wait, Najima, you were after the... Anyway, see you around. Bye-bye now. Well, I wonder what would have happened if I waited and not, like, to answer the phone. Do you think it'd have killed me? So we've already got Shogo over here dead. Yeah, there's more. We've got birthday karaoke coming up. And EP's traditional Final Fantasy VIII worst seed. Worst seed ever, strat. We enjoy that one. We enjoy that one, how to be the worst seed ever. But this year we get to graduate to grade 2. This year we get to graduate to grade 2. Last year we were seed grade 1, which is the absolute worst because you can't be seed grade 0. So now we're going from the absolute worst to the almost absolute worst. We're not quite as bad, but still absolute ass. Boss! Ariel, did you catch all that?
Nejima, what is he planning?
Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact the 7 mysteries are wrapped up in this is gonna make things tricky.
You mean when Nejima being a curse bearer?
Just our luck, really. Couldn't have been a worse guy. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our instigators caught in the crossfire.
So I wonder then, Bleaties, I wonder if that's the reason that, like, so that basically confirms it. The guy at the school gates, the janitor, this basically confirms that he is Nejima, right? Because at first it was like, oh, I thought I saw him, but he'd lost a lot of weight and obviously gotten older, but maybe it wasn't. But no, maybe that actually is him. And the reason he remembers everyone's names is because that's the curse stone's, like, requisite. You just need to know someone's name. In which case, that is insanely strong. You only need to know someone's name to fucking slice them up into wee bits. Damn. Damn. Oh, the framing of this is horrible. It's just like Shogo's corpse in the corner.
Well, we'll use them to find out where he is. But then we're going in alone. We should try to collect as many koi stones as we can until then. So let's hurry.
Someone should have the death note. That would even the playing field a bit. That would even the playing field a bit, boy. Aye aye, boss. Aw, I kind of love this detective drama, Yakuza drama music. Later, it was reported a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Nejima's threats, along with the curses, were kept a secret from the public. However, the Honjo serial killings still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tatsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into the Fumichika Nejima's whereabouts. Bane and Harley Quinn, is that what I sound like right now? No! No! What? Living my DC era, goddamn. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm too cute for that.
And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night.
See, that seems too short. 12 hours to sunset. Oh, see, now we've got a new branch for Yako, too. We can't do Harue's next. What do we want to do, Bleaties? Do we want to go back to Yako? Or do we want to carry on? Do we want to carry on with Tetsuo? Where do we want to be? Because yesterday we did a lot of hopping. We started out with Harue's line. And then finally got this one to open up at the end. I kind of feel like, Bleaties, I kind of feel like we need to do this one. Because we need to know more about that janitor. And the janitor is here, right? That janitor is clearly the murderer. Would you like to continue playing as Bane or a girl? They both sound silly. Joel, let's see what we can do with Yako. So now that we have actually managed to save Mio, this time we managed to save Mio. She didn't get got by the curse. Maybe now we can actually do something useful. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. So I'm guessing maybe Mio is one of the 3 suspicious deaths? So it's 8 AM the next day. Oh no, Mio survived. This is okay. Mio seemed to survive, I think. Oh, good morning, Yako. Yako, rise and shine. Oh, you're up. Oh, it's morning. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh. I am... Yeah, I'm Yako Sakazaki. So, the fact that she's like, do you remember your name? Did we die? Did we die and she's actually like resurrected us? Because that seems to be a thing. When people like wake up from either being dead or having a curse, they seem to forget things, you know? Good. It seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio. Thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep. Still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. Kissy kissy mwah mwah. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Yes, because remember, Mio is actually the apprentice of the Onmyoji in this place, in this town, and also works on the front line with the super secret ghost police, right? So she's a part of Tatsuo Tsusumi's paranormal department. She actually works for police. This is her bread and butter. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff? Like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so maybe let's just leave it at that for now. As far as fate would have it, I ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Which is why, Bleaties, she moves from school to school to school so often. Remember, that's one of the things. She's a transfer student here, and apparently she was a transfer student at her previous school as well. People think that, like, bad things follow her because someone died at the last school she was at, and now someone has died at this school too, but the truth is she's the one chasing. She's actually the one pursuing the scary things. They're not following her, she's chasing them. Wow, that's amazing! So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order. But it's part of my training, so I don't get any money. No, that's slave labor! Slave labor, boy! Pay the child! I can't believe that the police are taking advantage of a child. Oh, you've got it rough then, but still,
That's really amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against that evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it was up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at this school.
Oh my god, I don't know why, Bleaties, but Mio's lines keep making me yawn. What the fuck? Is it her face? Is it putting me to sleep because she has like a really sleepy face? Mio, stop it. What is this spell you keep casting that's making me yawn? Stop, stop, stop. It's very rude.
And that's why I'm gonna look into the cause of all of this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime, its power is diminished. I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try?
I guess maybe giving her the curse stone is probably a really good idea. You know, since she's the only person who has any idea how to wield it properly.
Right, I do have it, but... Yaka? Well, is it really so wrong? To bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Kissy kissy mwah mwah! Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and it's what I'll put before anything else. Mwah 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 mwah, kissy kissy. I am sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse, no matter what. But maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward.
I mean, that sounds very poetic, but it kind of sounds like posturing, like she just really doesn't want to let go of the stone. And Mio can see this. This is the stone's influence.
Okay, but if you feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go.
So this is the candy shop.
The sweet shop, Sanoya.
Apparently it's been in Yako's family for generations, which is horrifying because we know that the guy who committed all of the murders, he was like operating out of the basement of this place. So I wonder if he knows that they have a connection. Does he know Yako has a connection to him in that way? He must do. I don't like it. I don't like it, Bleaties. It's 8 a.m. and we are at high school. There's the guard. There's some kids talking.
I thought it's unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks.
I imagine Yako's on first name basis with them.
Why do I keep yawning? I've been cursed! Bleaties! Bleaties! Bleaties!
Mio has cursed me. Every time I have to read her lines, I keep yawning. This is demented. This is demented. Why is Mio making me yawn? Mio, stop. Stop, shimasu. It's rude.
This isn't good. Oh, what happened? Well, don't panic, okay? the first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay.
What were we saying? What were we saying? Jonuchi. He was definitely threatening the girl, and she came the fuck back. She came back, and he got his. Well, he did find the private investigator and was like, she's coming to get me, she's coming to get me. And I guess he looked for someone to help him, but I guess he came up empty, Bleeties. I guess he came up empty because now he's bit it.
Mr. Junoichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way! Why? Could it be because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I learned, Mr. Jonucci's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high.
Ah, there it is again. Fallen from somewhere high.
That's it! It's that curse! It's the curse that Michio had!
That makes people, well, fall from high places, or die as if they have fallen from high places, right?
Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Well, seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary! Yeesh. So the curses really do kill people? And someone used it? Shh. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you?
Yeah, that right there is what we would call an oopsie whoopsie, I did a fucky wucky.
Sorry.
So, now we know that Kohei, depressed genius extraordinaire, was found dead last night, covered in bruises as if having fallen from a tall place. But we can be fairly sure he didn't actually. But like the wounds akin to that were inflicted on him.
I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. What? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda?
Hitomi Okuda, we literally just... 1 second, please. Okuda? Hitomi Okuda. We heard that somewhere else. We heard that somewhere else, and I can't remember where. I feel like that's gonna be important. Isn't she? Is she one of the? She's one of the delinquent girls, right?
Oh, you're right. That's unusual. Oh, she was at school last night too. Hey, Kama, right on you. Hey. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello. I hope you like my dapper tie. It's great to see you.
We are investigating spooky goings on. And so far we've just got through another night and a bunch of bodies have appeared. And we don't know who has caused them. We're investigating.
She must know something about Mr. Junoichi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me.
Yeah, so this girl is one of the delinquent girls. And she was being spoken to by Mr. Junichi. Yeah, the art in this game is really highly stylized. I am a fan. I do like this game aesthetically. It's beautiful and striking.
Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were ones at the high school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. Thank you. She owes you? Oh, yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what's it called? Oh, exorcisms. Huh. So that's what it was.
She was given an exorcism? What? Why did she need to be exorcised? Can we expand on this a bit? What?
Yeah, tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is that thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me went away. Yep, some people are born with a supernatural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally.
See, I'm just hearing autism. You hear that? Any of you with like autism diagnoses? It's because you're finely attuned to the paranormal.
That means the autism means you can speak to ghosts. How cool is that? How cool is that? I want to be autistic. That's so cool. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, hallucinations, even memory problems.
Okay, I have all of those things. Maybe I am sensitive to ghosts.
I'm sure it must have been very hard. That's how it works, huh? Do people also have their own personality taken over when possessed too? It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV, they're all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense, or a deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own free will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit's pretty complicated, huh?
Do you know what? It sounds pretty complicated, but I'd like to see someone get possessed so that in future, going forward, I can categorically say that Ghostbusters does or does not deserve to be qualified as factual. And that's very important to me. I need to know if Ghostbusters can be regarded as factual or not.
It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Hitomi. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things end up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them's your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I may pass.
What do you think, Bleaties? Being able to see ghosts? What do you think? Good or bad? Would you want to be able to see ghosts? Cause EP's mixed. I think it would be cool to see ghosts sometimes. But I think that if you could see them all the time, like there was no filter, you couldn't switch it off. I think it could be really, like, disturbing. Because some of those ghosts are probably quite angry, right? Which I guess is kind of what this game is talking about. Like, not every ghost is just a soul that hasn't moved on or is looking out for someone who's still alive or whatever. Like, you know, some ghosts are angry and resentful and they do want to hurt the living. I guess when you can see those, you can see them coming at you, it must be quite frightening. So tell me more about the exorcism.
So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden, saying she was gonna exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. Kissy kissy moi moi. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Well, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I think that's completely reasonable, don't you, Bleaties? Like, if someone came up to you and said, by the way, I need to conduct an exorcism on you because you're possessed, I think the average person would just be like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. Like, you would just think it was, like, total nonsense, right? I can understand why Mio feels the need to, like, try and do these things covertly. The average person is not gonna believe that ghosts are even real.
Did you hear about Mr. Jonuchi? Heard about it? I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself.
So she was there? She watched this happen?
You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? I don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you.
What can she tell us?
It was almost dawn. Probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Ran onto the ground like something was chasing him and then screamed, "Somebody help me! Forgive me, Michio." Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio?
Remember, Michio is the friend of Yako's that killed herself recently, or at least seemed to have killed herself. We can't prove it.
Was there anyone else out there on the grounds? It was too dark to see where I was, but for a second I think I saw a girl in the school uniform with her hair in braids.
Hair in braids? Have we seen a girl with hair in braids yet? I don't think we have.
I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong, I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped. And even though he was just standing there.
Holy shit, can you imagine you just see a guy's body fold? Like, holy shit.
His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of here. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it sounds like Michio's ghost chased him and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say.
I mean, I'm with Yako here. Bleedies. It sounds like he got, like, fully chased down. I wonder if that was the ghost that was behind us. Do you think so? Was it the one in the corridor? So what about the classroom? Hitomi, last night, before you witnessed Mr. Chonuchi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom?
You gonna tell the cops?
Why would I am the police!
Ah, right. Everything that happened with Mr. Chonuchi. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him that night. Anytime something happens around me, like all those shitty adults start dumping to conclusions.
I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway.
If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So, last night, that piece of shit called me over here acting like he was going to attack me or something.
Acting like he was going to attack her? Wait, so was he a cursed-on bearer too, after all?
What? How terrible! Whatever. I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum if you ask me.
Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out of the middle of the night?
It's hard to explain. Where to start?
Where to start? I mean, Bleaties, I feel like the beginning should have just been an option. I mean, I guess really we need to find out about his misdeeds, don't we? Don't we? That's gonna be the eye-opener. So exactly, we know that this guy, he had to face like a month of fucking wet Sundays, right? And he had all of the, like, turgidity of a damp cloth. So I don't think that he would have been brave enough to fight someone his own size. But trying to scrap with a child? Yeah, I reckon he would.
What did you mean by Mr. Chonuchi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Saraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her, and he was using it to blackmail her. Call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted.
Oh no, he actually was that bad? Okay, this guy is everything I hoped he wasn't and worse. You shouldn't wish death on people, but it's okay. It's more okay when certain people die than others. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved with. No way, that's how? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How can I not have known about this?
Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down.
You got guts acting like you were her friend. Chonuchi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone. Like she had to suffer alone. No. No, how terrible.
Hitomi, how do you know about this?
I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around the school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing.
Walked in? Walked in on what exactly? What do you mean? What did you see? What did you see? We're not seeing what she saw. We're just seeing the aftermath. I want to know what it is she actually saw. People's memories can be unreliable, which is why having multiple witnesses is generally a good idea.
I couldn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine. To keep it a secret. Michio. Why? She probably thought she had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No.
Poor Michio. But is that the reason she killed herself? Did she kill herself? It's still not clear.
Of course, Tsunuchi didn't change. He kept going on with what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now.
Tommy,
if you knew about it, why didn't you? You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did?
Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi.
Michio.
Why? So, we don't know the explicit details, but we can guess.
Yeah, she has a really cute pentagon hairpin, doesn't she, Space? Good to see her having a wonderful day.
She has one on each side of her head. It's super cute. It's super cute. And it really cements the fact that she's the psychic specialty kid. You know? So what did he have on Michio? We need to know. We need to know.
Did you hear what the disturb was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her for about a year.
Oh, for that long?
The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there was more to a person than meets the eye, you know?
There must be some reason.
Dunno. Got nothing to do with me.
I mean, I can't hate her for that. She's right. It's got nothing to do with her. She didn't ask Michio. She didn't ask the teacher. She doesn't know. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So, about the classroom, what did we see? What is it we saw? What were you doing in there?
It's hard to explain. Where to start?
Okay, I guess we'll start with Junochi's death then, since she's not prepared to talk about the classroom yet.
Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Nothing like they believe an asshole insane story anyway.
Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting. Right?
Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who was always on my case about stuff. But he died the other day.
Ah, yes, our friend. Ario's friend.
Thank you very much for the follow.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Good Egg Covenant. We're all good eggs here. Find your nearest talking cat to change alignment. I hope you'll hang around, though. So we know that she died the other day. We know who that cop is because we found him. It was Ario's buddy. It was Ario's buddy. The cop that used to be a delinquent, that still looks like a delinquent but is actually a cop and has amazing success with young cases like this one. That was very unfortunate.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off.
You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit.
Huh? It wasn't?
Yes, that was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. We're still talking about this. Come on, tell us more.
Look, that's all I know about the asshole's death. Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something. The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Junucci died. It sounds a lot like how Michio died.
Yeah, is it possible that they are in fact both? Both responsible? Well, their deaths were caused by curse stones, both of them? I think this is quite likely, given the nature of the game so far.
Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she'd fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse?
I don't think so. The curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the Spirit Board said, Michio died in an accident. Yeah, but that's if we can trust what the Spirit Board said. I don't know that we can just yet, Bleaties. I don't know that we can just yet. But if it was an accident, what accident? Who caused it? How was it caused? Like, we need more information still. There's a lot of black hole gaps. So, about the classroom.
So, last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple of days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good looking and good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to.
Huh. So there was someone like that with the police.
Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, and another thing. One time, he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age. She was on my side.
I wonder if we'll meet the fiancé at any point, Bleaties. I do wonder if maybe she's also a curse stone bearer. You know, like, she's been mentioned offhand. Like, we know that his fiancée has been left behind by his murder. The fact that she's come up again, that she's been mentioned again in someone else's thread, makes me think maybe she's actually going to be more important soon.
It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died.
Oh no. Oh good, so she's been in the presence of two people just before they've died now. This looks real bad for her, doesn't it? This looks real bad.
Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi would always take me straight to the park. He'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day he called me over like usual. But something seemed off. Like he was worried. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. It's pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? Well, he handed me a weird talisman and he asked me to hold on to it for him.
This is not just a weird talisman. If you go to like any temple in Japan, they'll be selling these charms in like the temple shops. And they're usually for luck and safety, you know?
A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio had that looked like this one.
So Michio had a talisman too, but why? Why is he giving people talismans? Like, so many, I think everybody, I'm starting to think that everybody here is a curse bearer now. There's nobody that isn't.
Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had this special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had?
I feel like she had a cursed stone. I feel like she had a cursed stone, Bleaties. Because that sounds real suspicious.
He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could that have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know that things at home were a bit complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Junichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal or anything about Michio either.
Oh, Michio.
What is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him.
Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Yeah, EP's wondering too. EP's wondering exactly why she would need both of these talismans. What are they protecting from?
Hell if I know. I just looked inside like it was a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood.
So you've seen inside it?
From the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. To be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it.
Oh, and since he died right after that?
Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department.
Oh! Nakagoshi? That was mentioned before, I think. I think that's one of the senior guys.
Knowing what I know now, he probably felt something was gonna happen to him.
Nakagoshi?
Do you know him, Mio?
No, I've just heard the name, I think.
So, there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request.
It's very decent of her to respect a dying man's final wish.
Hitomi.
Yeah? That talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it?
Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I feel like I really should be shown it. She's our resident spooks expert. I think the resident spooks expert should most definitely be shown the spooky thing. So, the classroom, perhaps? So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had.
Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now, come to school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for secret meetings before.
Well, that's creepy, but who is he meeting? Hopefully not just young girls?
Ugh, yuck. I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate. Oh yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night.
But nothing he said made any sense.
Like, that I was really Michio and stuff like that? He went on and on about how it was my fault and that only if I'd been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavy. Were you okay?
Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while he was freaking out.
Oh my gosh! Good thing you got away! So it's really all thanks to you two I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was kind of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? So that's why I saw Junichi come back and bite it. I see. So, you were only here to look for Michio's talisman.
I was dumb to fall for that creep's trap so easily. I could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. I am descending into Joey Wheeler. I don't mean to, but I don't know. It feels like all of my voices end up that way at some point. So can you finally tell us something about the death? Please, 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 please tell us something about the death. I need to know.
What you describe does sound like Michio killed Dr. Junichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way! You mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or freely roaming. However, it would usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power.
Okay, but this is most, and it sounds an awful lot to me like this ghost had lots of reasons to be particularly pissed off.
Then it's possible they could possess someone close to them and act on those lingering regrets. I wonder if that's what happened. Alright, and supposing the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was just an accident. She must have had some regrets. If she hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what. I really don't know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much like did she kill herself.
So that's it, extra information.
That's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure. Thank you, Hitomi. If you find anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number.
What are my thoughts about this? Ah, perfect timing. I really feel like at this point, we've got lots of information now. I didn't like Mr. Junucci to begin with. I do think that he probably deserved what he got. But I really want us to know, I want us to find out what was he blackmailing her with? We still don't have any information on that. We still don't have any indication that the information was particularly damning, or particularly harmful in some way. It's all a bit of a blur. I do think Hitomi is telling the truth. I don't think Hitomi is a murderer. I think it's interesting that the police guy actually had protective talismans and he was getting the girls to wear them. So he must have known about stuff like this, which makes me think he's a curse bearer himself. It really does feel like every single person that we're meeting, every person that's like present, is in some way, shape, or form a curse wielder.
What is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful.
So. Oh, excuse me. Again, why? Why is it? What is it with her face, man? What is it with Mio's face that keeps making me yawn? Stop it. Every time I look at her, a yawn is triggered. So like, we have a lot more useful information, at least in terms of Mr. Junichi and his relationship to Michio. It wasn't so much a relationship, so much as modern slavery. I mean, it's kind of a story we've seen like used again and again and again in various media. I mean, even Persona 5 had this kind of story, didn't it? Like one of the first cases, in fact, was this exact situation. So I do wonder, is she being completely truthful? I think there might be something else she's hiding. She said that was it, but I'm not sure.
Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Junucci was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yes. The curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Junucci seem to be different.
They are? I mean, I guess kind of, because one of them makes people die as if they've fallen off a building. And the ghost that we saw was literally it just fucking kills you. It doesn't make you die in a specific way by like throwing you off a roof or making it look like you've been thrown off a roof. It just ends your life. So there's got to be something else going on there.
The people in the school at the time, other than us, were Mr. Junucci, Hitomi, and Old Man Ashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's the one. Mr. Junichi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right. That's why I believe there's multiple. Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. Junichi would have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or the old man.
I mean, this guy, I feel like the curse that chased us out was his. Okay, the curse that chased us out was his. It was a person angrily pursuing people to cut off body parts, right? So I think that they are two different ones, and I think the one that was chasing us belonged to this dude. The serial killer.
We should certainly be careful of them. The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Junichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him. It has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I saw Mr. Arishi outside the main gate. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses given he's the one doing the research on them.
Oh, Bleaties, I have to have a little sippy a sec. I'm getting a bit parched.
Sippy, sippy.
I have to say, right now, it feels like it's getting a lot more tangled up, doesn't it, Bleaties? It feels like it's getting a lot more tangled up. We're getting a lot more names, a lot more times and locations. It's very difficult at this point to keep track of everything. So I'm quite grateful that the game is keeping track of it with these handy dandy notes that we have. But yeah, this guy, we confiscated his stone. So he's not going to be up to much. But this dude, yeah, this dude's a fucking psycho.
So I have to be careful of old man Ashimiya and Mr. Arishi. I want to believe the not all curse bearers will be hostile, but...
Nah, they will. They will.
As for what to do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. That makes sense. In which case, what should we do next exactly? Well, we'll need to talk with Mr. Arishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school is closed, so I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Oh, but then where to go?
Where to go indeed? Like, how the fuck would I know? Oh, see, we've gone from having none of the locations to all of the locations. Where do you want to go, Bleaties? Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the bridge, the high school, the candy shop, the garden, or the other bridge? What do we think? I feel like we have so many choices. Oh gosh, I'm so thirsty all of a sudden. What should we do? How about we start from the top down, maybe? You want to go to the candy shop? Alright, okay. Alright, let's go to the candy shop.
You are my lollipop, ooh, ooh, ooh. You make my heart go giddy up, ooh, ooh, ooh. You are my sugar dandy, oh, oh, oh.
So, Mio Kurisuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Okay. So, I guess that's Okay, so we can't actually go to the next location straight away. We picked one. But now we have to go back to Joey Wheeler and Joey Wheeler Sr. Hajime Yoshimi's death. Nejima's threat of mass murder. The problems just pile up, putting the detective's goal of collecting all of the curse stones in jeopardy. Tutsumi leaves Eryo to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. Oh no, so we're by ourselves? We're by ourselves? Oh, I don't like it. I don't want to be by myself.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore.
What do you think of my sheep warbling? Do you think I'm gonna win any awards with that? Am I gonna win any awards with that? Sorry for the wait, boys. I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. So let's have a thunk. Well, we've got ourselves quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with curses. We need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. For now, we better start following up on the leads we've got. Guess I better see what Eryo's found out. Oh, so I can't look around. Oh? Hello? Hey, we found a mockingbird! It's got a cool afro! What bird is this? Who are you? What do you do? You're the Swanelope Swoost. Is that meant to be Swanelope? Swanelope Swoost, I think. Very cool. But yeah, there's nothing else I can look at because I can't see behind me. Forensics has finished their investigation. The body's been carried away. That said, they're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. I mean, that's because nothing creates fear like darkness does. Nothing creates fear like darkness does. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks, the floor is yours. So I guess we'll start with Nejima. HQ's mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far they haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't coming home or work? About that. Apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! The serial killer with the new identity and the freely given accommodation has fled the accommodation and is impossible to find. You're serious? We have no idea where he lives? It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he's working at. They told me he's only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews but never bothered checking on his workplace. Oh, come on! The absolute incompetence! Bleety's the fucking incompetence! This is right up there with the British care system for fucking adoptees and school leavers and shit. Oh, that's dog shit. That's poor. Not doing his job whatsoever. Said he'd also lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place. Yeah, Sloppy is right. Sloppy is right. You tell him to me. You go back to that office. You grab him by his hair. And you thrust his head into the fish tank. You hear me? You make him feel regret for that choice. I heard they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. Okay, but for as long as there has been society and there have been jobs and there have been people, There has been overwork. Not an excuse to not do your job properly. If the job is getting done properly but slowly and you're falling behind, then they can hire some more fucking people. But when shit starts to go south and that comes back on you, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
So Nejima got to fuck about unsupervised. God damn it. That asshole is annoyingly good at faking remorse. Or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth.
He's probably hiding under a false name. Which, it'll make it hard to track him down. That'd explain why he so brazenly made contact.
That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot's being filed. It's gonna take way too long. We only have till dusk.
It's true, we only have till dusk. And dusk is not enough time. Right, dude, I need you to give me more. Give me more info. Can you tell me anything else about what's happening with Nejima right now? Speaking of Nejima.
Yeah?
Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible.
Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they got to the house either.
Oh, dude, Bleaties, I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. She's one of the curse bearers. She has got to be the art student. She's got to be the art student, hasn't she? She's the girl that wants Hokusai to come back. That's his daughter. I'm confident in that guess. I'm confident in that guess. Oh, that's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her?
Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright?
Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh?
Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency. We'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety.
Kissy kissy mwah mwah.
She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree.
I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Nejima do it?
Former, eh? That cuts deep.
Yikes, sorry, it just kind of slipped out.
Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo.
Back on topic already, huh?
He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance.
So, what I'm feeling, right? We joked about someone having the death note, earlier. Bleaties, I seriously think that the curse stone he has, it kind of is the death note. It kind of is the death note. He just has to say someone's name. And it will cause them to, like, drop dead. Or be cut apart. Whatever it is. Right? But I think all he needs is their name. And that's why he knows everybody's name. Like, at the school, he knows the names of all the kids. He knows the names of the teachers. Right? It's very, very sus.
I see. The one-sided read. What was that story about again?
It's a bit about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up.
Kissy kissy mwah mwah.
Right, one of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries.
How fucking appropriate. How appropriate that a serial killer gets to have a tool with the power of mass murder. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if we got any updates. So for now, that's all we can do with Nejima. So, what about the case with Yoshimi, right? I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau, where Yoshimi is stationed. It seemed like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi. Ah, yeah, heard about that.
He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of impact or wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. He knows! I'm telling you, Yoshimi, he was a curse bearer. He had to be a curse bearer. He knew. He knew that it wasn't just, like, a straight suicide. He knew these girls, and he knew what the curse stones can do. I am so sure.
What was the evidence?
Well, according to the report I found on the desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide,
But he thought there was more to it.
yeah, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall.
So, there's a chance it wasn't suicide.
But what a terrible way to go. So she could have been isekai'd, guys. She is now living her best life in Log Horizon. You know, we're never gonna see her again, but that's okay. She's doing better where she is now. Truck-kun came and visited upon her the ultimate blessing. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would hit her without slowing down at all.
This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed.
Exactly. So we asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard.
So we got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth.
But why would they silence him? Unless... Was it a police vehicle, maybe? Do you think she might have been hit by a police vehicle? Because that would explain why they're so keen to cover it up and not, like, address it at all. At least that's the only thing that, like, makes sense to me. You think the driver's the one who did it?
Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics in the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up.
You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Unless the cop did the killing first? In which case it would just be eye for an eye, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by.
Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic.
Okay, so we are apparently done with this right now. So time to talk about Curse Bearers Seek Lust. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers you included. Yutaro Namigaki had the foot-washing mansion. And Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We got both of their curse stones. And then there's Neijima, who claims he has the one-sided reed.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
So now we have more knowledge. Ah, look at this, pleaties! Now we have a list of who's got what. So the serial killer has one that's incredibly dangerous. And we have come to possess... 2 additional on top of our own Evergreen Beach. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are and quick.
How should we go about looking for them?
There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. To focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nijima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him.
You know shit, Sherlock. He can say people's names and they just erupt into a pile of gore? That's a pretty OP power to have. Wouldn't you want to be isekai'd into the anime? No, I absolutely wouldn't want to be isekai'd into Berserk. Every single day you'd wake up and be like, I don't want to live. I don't want to live anymore. This is horrid. This is horrid. Being isekai'd into the world of Berserk is basically like waking up and you're in purgatory. You're just in hell now. That's it. You're dead and you're in hell. Every day is suffering. Every day is suffering. Yeah, I could not deal with waking up in the world of Berserk.
Also, I want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I got a feeling there's some connection there.
Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. I mean, I feel like wherever you go and there's a dead body, you will find a curse bearer somewhere nearby. You know? Bearer of the curse, seek blessed. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here. But we know all about this guy. This is Shogo Okiya. Uh-huh. An office worker from down the street. We were him. We were him, bleaties. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned.
He drowned? In the middle of the park? That's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here.
About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of those 7 mysteries too? Yeah, I think it might be the Whispering Canal. I'm pretty sure it is, anyway. Yeah. See, EP remembered, aren't you proud? Aren't you proud? That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think?
Sharp thinking, Ariel. You're starting to get the hang of this. So let's assume they're related. What next?
And then that takes us to the bridge. Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamezawa. The victim had been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old, an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well, the entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. Her body was crushed? Her body was crushed, but who can crush things? I don't remember any of the mysteries being able to crush people. We don't know enough about beckoning light yet. Actually, clappers we know about. It causes you to, like, die by fire. Causes you to drown. If you hear the music, you die. Crushing the one against the ground. Wash. Oh! Bleaties. We know who it is. So, the foot washing mansion. The foot washing mansion. Now, that means that the guy that we took the thing off of, he'd used this once. Nagaki, whatever his fucking name is, he had used this to kill somebody. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop.
Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning...
It's gotta be Foot Washing Mansion.
Exactly. Crushing is the Foot Washing Mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the Seven Mysteries.
Then is this not Migaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd used it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs.
Got it.
And as for the third victim... Man, we are racking up the corpses today, Bleaties. We are racking up the corpses.
He was identified as Kohei Junuchi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High.
He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or a heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the building. Yeah, since he was found in the middle of courtyard of the
article is missing! Re-LQA!
LQA, what is this?
A teacher dying at school. And not just any school. Komagata House is one of the 7 mysteries.
Oh, the school, I think, might have been the Fool's Procession. I think, let me check. Where's the Fool's Procession? Yeah, Komagata High School.
I was right! EP remembered! EP remembered!
The 2 brain cells are actually doing surprisingly well. Right, it's where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. It could be.
I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But you got a point. All these strange deaths point in one direction.
That's right, and Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He died of a mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries.
Problem is, the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. I mean, they're saying that these curses were only activated at a certain point, but I'm starting to think, Bleaties. I'm starting to think that maybe some of the curses have been around for much longer. Like, maybe there was an earlier activation, right? And people have had some of their curses for a really long time. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries?
It's a thought, but... if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a stone.
I mean, we do know the guy with the short hair in the suit who was the first person to approach us when we were Shogo, right? And Shogo just fucking murdered his ass. That guy works for an Onmyoji. He might have the necessary knowledge to do exactly that, Bleaties.
He might have the knowledge, bweh.
There are many people in this day and age who could do something like that.
Kissy kissy moi moi.
Really? Like, see, I don't know too much about that stuff.
I'd be more surprised if you did.
I think that's a fair statement. So can we talk about Hajime some more?
Oh, yes we can! We can move on! Remember the girl Yoshimi met the day he died? Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand.
Not even an address?
Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sounds of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have time for a stakeout right now. But she could be a key witness. Can't have community safety track her down for us? Well, we can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. Imagine being like, can we not ask the department who were responsible for her to, like, find her? And he's just like, nah, there's no time. They don't have the resources. I can ask, but the answer is probably no. Man, it's just like the modern police force in the UK. Too much paperwork and not enough actual police work. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Ah, because of the teacher that died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's just move on then. Well, we can't forget about it, apparently, because there's still information. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiancée from Community Safety. Her name is Maya Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. So we're looking for a beautician.
You love the random bweh. Ah, thank you! I can't help it.
It's like a vocal tick, bweh. It just comes out randomly whenever he wants to.
I'm glad you like it though.
Look, even I managed to get a picture of her. Sure is a beauty. But... oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Kissy kissy moi moi. So, that is his beautiful girlfriend. And we don't know where she is. But I guess she's a curse bearer. Man, our list of curse bearers is getting longer and longer. It's definitely starting to look suspect. Crime of passion, perhaps. It is fairly common for people to be killed by lover or spouse, but Yoshimi was well liked. And they'd been together for over 10 years. Ah, you never know. Things could be different behind closed doors. Yeah, I guess so. We'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger. Yeah, I feel like there's a distinct possibility one or both of them was a curse bearer. Because he was definitely, like, looking around really shiftily. You know, like, he believed that someone might be coming for him. So, I wouldn't be too surprised if his girlfriend also knew about this, right? You know? You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Do you think she's gonna be found alive, Bleaties? Because I'm kind of having my doubts about that. I think there's a chance she might have been got already. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. But we can't rule out that there's more killings from which bodies haven't been found. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. But there's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news! So basically we're safe in the daytime? Exactly. It's also likely why Najima gave us till dusk. He must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye aye, boss. Let's do this. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? Oh, the music! Oh man, if I had glow sticks. It's such classic cop show music. I love it. I love it. It's so time and period appropriate too. We could go to Komagata High School to look for Hitomi Okuda or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her. So I have a choice. There's a lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. We're gonna run out of time if we don't do something. We have to keep moving, so I need to decide where we're going, Litis. Fancy sushi or life can be tough. Interesting. So we just got a new route from Harue. Alright. Let's see what's going on with her, because last time we were with her yesterday, Litis, she went home and was like, yep, I'm not gonna get involved in curses anymore. But let's be real, she's absolutely gonna get involved in curses. So I guess we should just try and help her, like, dial down the amount of damage done, right? Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the curse stones, while Harua lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. It's 10 a.m. the next day. Bodies have been found. Birds are singing, but it's weirdly quiet in this garden. And the investigator has been up all day and all night now for 2 solid days. I don't know how he's still functioning. His brain should be going into microsleep. He should be starting to hallucinate. I don't know how he's managing this. I don't think he's human. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today.
How's your curse stone looking?
I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise.
Interesting. It's possible its powers can only be unleashed at night, then.
That aside, why are you so late this morning?
Oh, there are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in the limited time I had.
Very well. Let's talk.
Is there anything new to find? Oh, the music's suddenly really melancholy. Oh, that's too sad. See, now I've been reminded that there are collectible stickers to find. Like, I'm gonna be looking for them. I can't help myself.
This town is beginning to wake up once more. The clamour of society can be heard from beyond the garden gates.
Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts out from the industrial area. That seems like something that we shouldn't be focusing on, bweh. You know, like industrial smoke. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
And what's that?
Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice not to steal, but perhaps negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the rat for our purposes.
Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible?
As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. So basically, if we offer them big money in exchange for them doing the curse for us, this is a good idea, Bleaties. This is a good idea, because if anything goes like if anything goes tits up and goes completely wrong, and the person casting the spell, like, dies, we don't die. We paid someone else to do it, and they've agreed to it, and they accept all of the risk therein. Not our problem, okay? I think this is the best idea yet. People will do things for money. Like, big money. And I think that, like, for example, the girl who's like, yeah, I just want to bring Hokusai back to life. I reckon she could be talked out with a good enough sum. Because that's not really the right motivation. You know, that's not the kind of thing you hold on to for a lifetime. Unlike Harue's motivation. Compensation. Cash for assistance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it? Of course. Any amount would be fine as long as I get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets, the way it did back with the ransom. Okay. With that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. So, what's the strategy? The strategy is to curse, bear, seek lest. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems that the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. I think she did say before she doesn't actually like watching the news. It's too depressing. It reminds her of her son, right? She doesn't want to be reminded. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. Hee indeed! Indeed! But they've been nicknamed the Hanjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3. That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough for soul dregs. You just want to see him do a moonwalk. If only that was one of his animations instead of just the static pose, right? I believe he would be an excellent moonwalker. Just like Dante and MJ before him. He's got the right aura, you know? And for what those cursed stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low end. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. But what's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur him into action. And then we offer him the deal. So... okay. I do think it's kind of weird that you can talk about a topic, but it doesn't talk about it to... like, it doesn't exhaust it to the end. Like, it tells you so much, and then at an arbitrary point, it just kind of stops, and then you have to tap it again to carry on talking. Like, surely it should not finish until there's actually nothing else left to be said in that branch, no? I don't know. I just find it kind of irritating. It messes with EP's flow. It messes with EP's rhythm. You know? We are the rhythm of the night. The night, oh yeah. We are the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of the night. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this? Well, yeah, because someone has cast the spell of the feast that has made all of these things possible in the first place. You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they're likely after the rite of resurrection too. Which, you know, they've got a point, because why else? Like, why else would you do this otherwise? Like, you must actually want the rite of resurrection. I mean, the only other reason is to fuck around, find out, isn't it? That's the only other reason you do that. Like, morbid curiosity, see what happens.
Let's see who dies, bweh.
You know?
So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers?
You got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite, this would be risky, since as a curse bearer they themselves become a target.
So, it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively.
That's right. But despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murder. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves?
You mean their intention was to steal the souls while the other curse bearers competed with each other from the start?
Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is a safer course of action. It is, isn't it, Bleaties? I mean, isn't that that's basically how you win Hunger Games, isn't it? That's how you win the Hunger Games? You run the fuck away as fast as possible, and you find somewhere to lay low and remain, blended in with the environment. You let everyone else, kill each other off first. You know, you get out of the crab bucket. You get out of the crab bucket, but these fuckers are still crab bucketing, right? Which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy.
So, how should we do it?
Well, there's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is, but there's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with other curse bearers. So we need to find out who the mastermind is, because it's almost certainly not Araishi, which is the guy who published the article or the book about all this paranormal stuff. He was being paid, remember? He was being paid by a sponsor to do that. So I think it's whoever the sponsor is. But that's another question. Who is the sponsor? Who is the sponsor?
How do you suppose we do so?
At this point, all we can do is search. And do you have any more to say?
If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection?
Kissy kissy mwah mwah.
The pouty faces! The fucking pouty faces. I need this to be a compilation. I need a compilation of the pouty faces. Good question. The rat could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am?
Never.
Understood. After all, we never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. So we're not going to kill anybody. At least he doesn't want us to kill anybody. But what are the odds? I think it's entirely possible that we might kill somebody, but it could also be a total accident. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed info on 2.
You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire.
I appreciate the flattery. Look at this pose. Look at this pose. Have you ever seen more of a Dio pose? This is absolutely a reference to JoJo. This is absolutely a reference to JoJo. I know exactly which statue. I know exactly which figure you can buy that this is a direct reference to. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. And I think that that's the girl. That's the girl that's actually Tetsuo, the policeman. I think that's his daughter.
You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire.
I called every single university with ukiyo-e in the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her in place on the way there. Doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble.
Didn't you attempt to follow her last night?
I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. He couldn't keep track of a literal child! What is wrong with you? I thought he was like meant to be like the best detective, and he couldn't keep track of this like kid.
And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire.
I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Okay, and who else? Come on, let's roll them off. I don't want to keep like having to urge you one at a time. I don't want to urge you one at a time. Just tell me everything we know. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good info from him.
Impressive.
What can I say? He works as the secretary to Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are factories. They're both located in Hanzhou, correct?
Yes, they've been here for a while. But it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth.
I mean, is that because it's only in the last 10 years that people have been able to stomach bathing in this town because of the rancid quality of the water? I remember seeing the chairwoman on a news show a few years back. She seems very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she won her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of factories with older equipment had to shut down.
That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river.
Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. Bleaties, has that changed? Has that changed? EP definitely knows of a few cases in the UK where companies have been caught sending unprocessed water waste into local rivers and local ocean outlets, right? And all that happens to those people is they get issued, well, I say people, the companies, they get issued a government fine, and that government fine is so paltry that it's so, like, inconsequential that it doesn't stop anyone from doing it. It doesn't stop anyone from doing it, so they don't care. They're not going to stop doing it until there's, like, an actual punishment, like, we are going to make sure, like, all of your profits are going to be withheld from you. All of the fees that you collect from the people paying water rates, all of it all of it is going to be withheld until you resolve the problem you have with your fucking raw sewage. You know?
That would fix it. But unfortunately, I don't know if this is the same for the rest of the world, but in the UK,
our like water, thanks to politics of old, a lot of our national systems were privatized and parceled out and sold off to people who don't even actually live in the country. So they don't care about the quality of the water because it doesn't affect them. It literally doesn't affect them. They live nowhere near it. So, you know, they have so much money, they don't care.
but I think
that we should withhold all of their money and make them fix their sewage problem.
kissy kissy bweh.
I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's HQ, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you do. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Now that's an interesting thought. I don't think so. That wasn't the case. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs. Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to identify him. Oh, well that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the rat of resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background. Ugh, pardon me. Please, do you know what I mean when I say I have like an itch that's somewhere between my ear and my throat and it's really uncomfortable? That probably sounds absolutely batshit. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? Well, I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first.
Thank you for the hydrate and the head pats.
Oh, that was more of a glug 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 than a sippy sippy. Wow, today's voices are really drying out my throat. Oh my goodness. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. So, can we focus on someone else then? I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warigasui Street. Right, okay, good. Now we can finally talk about the kidnappings. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Junuchi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are now both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. So we need to investigate more about Michio. That's gonna be a big, important next task. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors.
But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no?
It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it can't be ruled out. Yeah, see, Bleaties? Remember what we've been told. There are seven mysteries of Honjo. But, and this is big, this is huge, this is very important. There are actually 9.
Bweh?
There are actually 9, not 7. We learned this already, right? The old manuscripts clearly give 9 incidents. Now, what that means is it is entirely possible. It is entirely possible, right? That sure, these 7 only awakened this week, perhaps. But that doesn't account for the other 2. The other 2 could have been around a lot longer. The other 2 could already have been in people's possession, and they had been making use of them this entire time. You know? There's nothing to say that people weren't using those other 2. So I think that yes, there are 7 that have only just like woken up. But I genuinely believe that actually there are 2 more. There's 9 in total. There's 2 more that have actually activated considerably before, and those have been used for at least 20 years, right? That's EP's headcanon. That's EP's brainworms on the matter. Okay, Bleaties? The two brain cells have spoken. It's possible the mastermind was involved even in those killings.
But how?
What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily.
You seem to know a lot about this.
I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too.
I see.
Ah, so this guy, he knew Yonishi.
If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind.
You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this will be a fine starting point. So I guess we're going to carry on talking about serial killings! Second only to toast killings! My favorite of the breakfast murders. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation, ma'am? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start.
Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself.
Yeah, be brave, Haruha! Be brave! I'm very, like, sure that, she feels so much more sane in the daytime as well. Like, she feels more like just a desperate mom now, right? She feels like a desperate mom, but at nighttime, when the curses are active, she seems threatening. She seems way more threatening, but right now she's like, yes, we can find out stuff about my son. Oh god, I had to know about my son. And at night she's like, yeah, but curses, 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 curses. You can really tell with her, like, how under the influence she is of the curse stone. Well, in that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. So I get to decide where we're going? I guess we could go inside. No, we've locked the door and the housekeeper is gone. Okay, fine, we're not doing that. But this is my mansion! Born and raised. So where should we go? Where should we go? We can go to Warigusui Street, Midoricho Park, or Kamagata. If we go to Midoricho Park, we might catch the police. That could be useful. If we go to the high school, though, we might catch the serial killer. And if we go to Warigusui, we might be able to see the Araishi. Do you know what? Let's go to the park. Let's go to the park. Let's see what we can see here. Let's see who's here. Have the police already gone? We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning, but I wonder if it's worth checking again. So what's going on around us? The place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, but Katsuhishi Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. I see. That would explain a lot. I mean, she is obsessed, isn't she? She is obsessed with... Why can't I see where it is on here? I guess it's just been added. A mixture of cherries and evergreens, very pretty. So Hokusai used to live around here. So I'm guessing this is where the policeman's daughter is now living because she's obsessed with Hokusai. At least we're assuming that it's... We are assuming that it's the policeman's... We found another one! No way! No way! I got an achievement for finding 5 mockingbirds. I love this. Oh man, I love finding these stickers. What the fuck? Sticker hunting is fun! Sticker hunting is fun! Oh, good going, ma'am. You found the haiku. That's a rare one. Haiku! It's called the fucking haiku! Cause it's a pigeon and pigeon make a caw sound. And also... the poem form, a haiku. Do you get it? Do you get the words? Do you get the wordplay? Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. I love it. Oh, is it now? It is. Hey, Pink J, great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So here we are in the park. We are hunting down spooky ghosts. Well, we won't get much standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I'd prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not. Just potentially get a trace on her movements. Yeah, so this isn't stalking, by the way. This is just following people at a discreet distance. Not stalking. Not stalking. It's different. It's different, okay? I'm just following people at a discreet distance. Not stalking. Please don't call the police. Alright. Shouldn't be long. So what's gonna happen? Oh, he just went to the door and he came back and that was it. I thought maybe if he left me alone, someone would approach Haruwe, right? Someone would approach Haruwe and we could have a chat with her. Like, and them by themselves, but I guess not. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing. I'm afraid so. Still hasn't returned. However,
However?
Who would suspect an inconspicuous little sheep?
Exactly! Who would suspect something as small and cute and dapper as me? I mean, just look at the bow tie! Just look at the bow tie! How could I possibly do anything wrong? I'm way too cute. I'm way too cute.
I noticed a few people who seemed to be related to the police force keeping a watch on the area.
Thank you for the hat pat! Thank you, thank you! I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Ah, I've got my little bow tie. I promised. Of course. I said I would, so here I am.
It's super cute, isn't it? I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in.
Oh, interesting.
You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on the door or looking through the windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately.
You were planning to go that far?
Well, of course. Isn't that part of the job? We won't make much progress sticking around here. I think that's a we should leave. I guess we'll go to Waragasui Street then. Oh, see, Waragasui. So it means underwater. The Hihaku Soaps HQ are on the other side of South Waragasui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it seems like things are up and running now. So surely then we should just go in and have a word, no?
We got to investigate. That's what we're here for. To investigate.
Not to think a small soap making company could grow so much in such a short time. They've factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. She's called the Queen? So now we know more about the soap company. So it was established just after the war. So it dug its heels in, expanded its ranges to cosmetics, detergents. And Hihaku refers to kasuri, a type of pattern fabric. Okay. Fair enough. Oh wait, persons of interest were updated as well. Does that mean I now see? Oh, so this is the chairwoman. The chairwoman of the company is also... If you remember, Bleaties, it's okay if you don't, but right back at the beginning, we found out that, like, she is like, in charge of the occult stuff going on around here. She's, like, the Onmyoji. Yeah, there you go. Like, so she's earned the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Though retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magic, earning her the nickname Witch of Hihaku. Strange and powerful magics? Whatever could that be? Whatever could that be? Strange and powerful magics? Couldn't be the curse stones, could it?
You mentioned Takumi works as her secretary.
That's correct, ma'am.
Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders?
That's exactly my thinking. A cursed bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Yeah, so we're not gonna get anywhere by having a casual chat with her. Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. What about the general surroundings? Are there any more things hidden? Are there any more stickers to collect? Well, I can't look any further down, so maybe not then. Maybe not. What about the general surroundings? What can we do here?
What can I do for you?
Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Waragasui ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoku Station, though it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning Latin and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by the road as well. This is quite a lively area. Huh. I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city centre. Somewhat of a city centre, but not. Waragusui literally partitioning ditch. Ah, makes sense. Refers to a waterway dug down between the roads to divide it. So, basically everywhere there's like water, a water crossing, as it were, someone has acquired the power of the dead, which is quite crazy. I think it's got something to do with what was mentioned yesterday on yesterday's stream about the river being seen as the threshold between the world of the living and the world of the spirits. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps? Okay. So I guess that means I need to move then? Go to a cafe for some tea? Maybe I'll just go to the park then? I mean, the school is the school. There's not going to be a cafe there, right? Oh. That didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought that like I thought Haruo would go by herself, right? Not that if I left the scene, he would come with me. I thought he was telling me he was going to go in, but I needed to leave and go somewhere else for it to happen. Confusion! Confusion, bweh! So an influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use the money to negotiate the curse stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. No, this is true. So, is there something I can... Oh, right, okay. So I had to interact with that and now we'll go our separate ways, I guess. I'm going in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Okay. Good luck in there. Oh? Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. Which ties in with what we learned in Shogo's case. Isn't that right, Bleeties? Because Shogo just went fucking power crazy and just murdered everyone. And when he murdered Takumi, there was a very, very low amount of soul dregs. So that's how we can be sure. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? Oh, he didn't guess. He's just very shrewd. I think it's possible that maybe with the witch's magic, it's possible to identify who the curse bearers are ahead of time. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Kissy kissy mwah mwah. The pouty faces. The pouty faces in this game are the gift that keep giving. Curse stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reasons you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I'm a curse bearer. I possess the stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Ms. Yamamori. Is that so? Scrubbing the curses clean? That sounds like I don't think that's actually what's happening at all. What do you think, Bleeties? Do you think that her motives are actually pure? Does she really want to just purify the corruption of the area? Is that really what it is? I mean, it's possible that she's the sponsor, right? A big corporation has lots of money. It's possible that she's actually the one sponsoring that sponsored the research in the first place to get people interested in this topic, to get the curses to manifest. You know, it's 100% possible. All of this could be because of the soap company, you know? It's possible. Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love of this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was into the home of our headquarters. Man, he talks really highly of her. He turned it from a... She transformed it from a pile of dirt? Isn't that just building? I don't think she did that personally. She cannot stomach the fact that it is now the site of these curses, and they run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigan Gamyodo, who's gallantly working behind the scenes exorcising spirits and the like. Oh! That's the person that Mio is apprenticing under, Bleeties. That's the person Mio is apprenticing under, Suigan Gamyodo. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce curse-bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you will hand it over at once. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Bleeties. He sounds like a pretty decent person. What he's saying is sane and reasonable. Do we have a reason to trust him? No, but he's the only person who's been as completely upfront and straight with us as this so far. No one else has been this transparent or direct. Very interesting. That said, just how many cursed stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, then surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. Uh-oh. That's not true. That's just not true. 6. I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we're on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise, I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. As much as I can't fully trust this dude. He's so far, like I said, he's been the most trustworthy person so far. But I very much doubt that Haruo is going to be particularly psyched about being told to hand over her curse stone when she's so close to finding out the truth about her son. Well, because of the curse stone, right? So we've given him our deets, so he can contact us whenever he wants. And that's how it went.
So they aren't after the right after all.
I won't be so quick to trust him.
Oh?
I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. And I think he was lying about having procured 6 stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive.
Well, now I feel gullible.
The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with these curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. What do we think? Is it the big corporations that are to blame for the world's downfall? Is that what's going on here?
Because the chairwoman's a witch?
I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor.
For what purpose would he do that?
Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. Again, are we blaming the corporations? Is it the corporations' fault, Bleaties? Is it the corporations?
That's unsettling.
It is unsettling. You're not wrong. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception.
And what's that?
People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee.
Oh, really?
So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. I mean, if you saw him... If you saw him, dude, he was wearing the uniform and he had the ID card clipped to his pocket and everything. There's no speculation. It was clearly a member of staff. And despite that, I've reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our investigations will go. So, in the meantime, we need to go somewhere else. I mean, there's nothing at the park right now, but I guess we could head to the high school. To the front gates. Remember, there's been a murder here. There's been a murder here right now. But Bleaties, not only has there been a murder, but time is up, Bleaties! Time is up! My time with you is over for today! I'm gonna have to leave you on this cliffhanger until Sunday! Also, on Sunday, it's gonna be karaoke because it's Eepee's first karaoke of the year, but also it's Eepee's second birthday stream! I think that's on Sunday. Let me just check the dates. It'll be the 1st of August. I'm having a moment here where I've forgotten how to read my calendar.
I think it will be Sunday. Yeah. Because the first is on Saturday, so it'll be Sunday. So we're gonna do an hour of karaoke, and then we're gonna carry on with this for 2 hours. No, we're not. What am I saying? We're gonna do an hour of karaoke, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the Bad Seed stream. Final Fantasy VIII Seed Exam Grade 2. We're going up a grade from last year. And you're all going to be there to bear witness, Bleeties. You're all going to be there to bear witness. So again, Bleeties, thank you so much for coming and spending your time with me today. I appreciate so much. You're the bestest of goodest good eggs. You're the goodest of good eggs. Now I'm going to send you to someone who's online, this person's online. Okay, Bleeties, I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you continue to share the good egg energy, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for some more No, I'm Not a Human, which I'm very excited about because I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. You have to come, okay? You gotta promise. So I'll see you then. Until then, bye!